Hello, Assalamu alaikum. Myself Shafin Islam Nizhum. Welcome to my new video in Shafin's Lifestyle. Today is my 5th day, and in this day I have learned a lot of grammar discussion, a lot of grammar topic like tense, preposition, modal verbs, and conjunction, determiners, a lot of things. Before I discuss about today's topic, I want to share something that I was not so much regular in this 30 days challenge. I am making this video 2 or 3 days later. Previous time I make day 4th day video, but I didn't practice day 4 where I had learned 4 different techniques, but I didn't practice. But I have to be regular. I have to be continuously making this, and I have to be improve myself. So today I already write it on my paper, and I want to share with you. In this grammar discussion, I have learned different techniques, different tense or modal verbs, prepositions, conjunctions, and I want to share this. In this grammar discussion, I have completed 10 different questions. First one is, she lives in her uncle's house. Here, lives verb plus s. We have to use verb plus s when the subject is third person singular number, like he, she, or it. If we use first person, then we have to use only verb, like I, they, you, and we. Next question. You can buy any t-shirt. It doesn't matter which. You can buy any t-shirt. It doesn't matter which. If I say the second sentence, it doesn't matter which, then I use any. Any is not in exact quantity or number. Or if we use few or some, it means number. We have to say in number. So we have to be focused on these things, on these little things. If we are right on these little things, our speaking will be more fluent, and we can talk with right grammar. Third example is, the teacher called each of the students. Here the two options was each of the students, and second was is every. If we use every, it means a group of object, or if we use each of the, it means individual object from a group. So here we have to use each, that's mean individual object from a group. Then I have learned some prepositions, like in the fourth example, wait for me at the bus stop. Here I use at. At means specific point. If we use at preposition, we have to tell about a specific point. If we use in, then we have to talk surrounded by any boundary, like I stand in the garden. Garden is surrounded by a boundary, so we can use here in. Or if we use on, then we have to say two surfaces are touching, like my finger in on my hand. Here I use in, like my finger in on my hand. Here my hand and my finger was touching. So here we can use preposition on. Then in the fifth example, I have learned another preposition, which is, I am aiming to score 90 marks. Here I use to. To always use with a verb, and if we use for, then we have to use with a noun, like I am working for someone. Someone here is noun. So we have to tell right prepositions. Then in the sixth example, I have learned some modals, like he managed to pass in the exam, or we can say he can pass in the exam, but he managed to is the right sentence. He managed to pass in the exam, because managed to means somehow pass in the exam. Or we can say can, that means ability to do some activity. So we have to use managed to. Then I learned some conjunction and determiners in the 7th example. I have the sentence was, this is the best course in the market, though it is expensive. Though it is expensive. Here I use though, and it was so much expensive. If we use here because, we have to give a reason. Though means constructing idea, so we have to use here though. The next example, the teacher who is responsible for English has left. Here we use who. Who means living beings. We have to use living beings. Here the teacher is a living beings like human. We can use birds and animals and any other things which is living beings. And if we use which, we have to say non-living beings like table, chair, camera, light, anything. If we use which, then we have to say non-living beings. In the next example, there are some prepositions like do you know about, do you know anything about cars. Here I use about. About means I have to say something or someone. Or if we use for, then we have to say prepositions. We have to say person. Then the last example, I ought to serve my country. Here I use ought to. Ought to means duty. I ought to means a duty which is a model. Here I can't say I forced to serve my country. I have to say ought to. Ought to means duty. So this 10 sentence I have learned. This 10 sentence, and here a lot of grammar I have learned and I discussed with you. Hopefully if I make any kind of mistake, tell me. And thank you for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.